And this heat is an absolute beauty for us to walk in on. Tyler Wright, the world champ. We're going to see her with that yellow jersey on throughout this contest. Obviously, she's going to hold on to that number 1 position. Bianca Buitendag, she has a huge challenge in this contest. Getting a win here in the first round could be crucial in shoring up a place on the championship tour. And Brisa Hennessy, she's going to have the advantage of getting a heat out here first thing this morning, winning the trials in a very stacked field. Looking to get themselves into position. Tyler Wright's going to have a look at this one. Well, let's see what the world champ has got for us. She looks to get some speed up, driving down the line. Floats that first section, just gets on the outside rail a little too much and goes down on the hillside. But that wave taken with just under 25 minutes remaining. Chasing her now, Bianca Buitendag. She looks to find that smooth backhand rhythm. One of the finest backhand surfers on the championship tour. Definitely in the top 5, maybe even top 3. And she takes that small one right through to the inside.
Wow, I really love the rhythm and flow that Bianca found on that wave. Here comes another beautiful line.
Well, an opportunity here for the winner of the trials, Brisa Hennessy, to move into the lead on the first exchange. Great tail slide to get things started here. Driving around the section. Has more wall to work with. And she has that high impact pocket turn. In the most critical part of the wave, it's not huge today, so the risk factor, not an issue. You can really attack the wall.
Rounds that corner and the reef starts to suck up. Let's just have another look. Brisa Hennessy. This tail slide maneuver there, beautiful from Brisa. It takes a little while to get out of it, but still links these maneuvers together. Just showing a lot of maturity in her surfing. And, you know, that wave kind of dissipates, but definitely a good flow for her. But then Bianca Buitendag, I love the way this board is looking underneath her feet. You see her just connecting the cracks off the top there. It's a little bit of a smaller wave. That turn over there, pretty critical, and another snap in the pocket. So Bianca linking up those turns together.
Back to live action. Here is Brisa once again looking to back up that strong first ride. This wave's starting to fade away, but she obviously has some pretty exceptional small wave skills.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, showing that little bit of release. Let's just have another look at this. This is what you're talking about, Ronnie. The way that she swings it around there is beautiful, but then that part where she really just gets low to her surfboard and is able to pivot on her hips and brings her head and shoulders around, just shows that she's in complete control. So I love the way she held the rail, then like you said, just added that extra little kick in the tail for the tail slide.
Well, it'll be interesting looking at the judges' scores because all the quality was really on the first turn.
Throwing spray and looking like she was really ready to take down the heat. So great to see her on point, as she really needs a big finish here.
And we're seeing a replay of her 6-point ride now. And it's just that rhythm, Rosie.
Yeah, just keeping that speed and flow on this wave. She doesn't get hung up at any stage and lose her speed. So I think a lot of the points coming from the fact that she was able to link it together, keep it critical, and just keep it up in that pocket.
She had a shot at that wave but didn't get into it, so she falls to the bottom now of the priority order. And it will be Bianca with her peak in the next wave, and here it is. Bit of a setup turn to get things started, driving down the line, floating. She'll find the open face again and gets the board vertical and drifts that tail, winding through a nice little cutback, bouncing off the foam, getting out of there, and it will be a decent backup to the 6-point ride. Let's see what the 17-year-old can get going here. Brisa Hennessy, she kicks out.
Of the set that usually has a bit of a better face out here as the water just starts to drain. Just have another look at what happened here. See, Tyler's just sitting a little bit too deep on that wave, a bit too far outside, and then this little nugget right here pops up perfectly for Bianca Buitendag, and she just looks to, you know, get a second score to go along with her 6. Hooks it in the lip there, winds it around. So you can see there's like a sense of urgency in Bianca's surfing, which I like to see.
Well, back to live action now, and Tyler Wright gets a nice wall to work with here. Just really beautiful round surfing, getting her board drawn out through each of these moves, but this wave's starting to fade off. Let's see if she can work it over and throw something special on the end of this ride. Building speed. She knows she needs to kick that tail free. She does it with great control.
Great surfing from our 2016 world champ.
And here is Brisa once again. So she had a throwaway on her last attempt at a score. This one might not see her into the lead. She is counting a 3.83 as her best ride at the moment. Let's see what she got done on the outside, Rosie.
Yeah, Brisa just looking to find that critical section. Wow, just chucks it up into the lip. Just the board getting set free there for a minute. And just finding more form and really diversifying her range of maneuvers on that wave. And here we go, Tyler Wright. Just letting the power flow through a rail there, hacking that wave off the top. Coming around for that swooping, carving maneuver. You can see how active she is on this wave. I think she's, got that feeling of having that wave slide underneath her. Now she's trying to make up that point and releases the tail again. So Tyler Wright definitely starting to feel a lot more free in this heat. Get another angle of this first turn, just cracks it there. Great flow and rhythm on this wave. Tyler Wright just able to link those maneuvers together seamlessly.
A couple more sets for this exchange. It couldn't have come at a better time. A huge heat for all three competitors as we see Bianca up once again, trying to get rid of a 5.17. Just building speed here. She looks so focused at the moment. Tries a reverse as that wave shuts down. Incomplete though. But here we go. This is Tyler picking off this one from pretty deep, so trying to get some speed up to lay into this first move off the bottom, and she just explodes through the pocket. So really starting to find her place. Find that rail and setting it deep into the wall of these waves. Again, just as she has done all year, Rosie, mixing things up on every turn.
I think it's also interesting just to see, Tyler actually secured that world title and just that level of freedom that you can see in her surfing at the moment. I mean, she has had that the entire year, but right now it's almost like just that kind of excited, you almost on cloud nine, and you're just surfing for the fun of it, and you can really tell that Tyler Wright is starting to feel that rhythm.
Well, you can see she only needed a 3.67 from that wave. She's going to do it. Just over 8 minutes to go. Tyler will be moving from third into first after the score drops of this one, because she really dug in hard on this first move.
Yeah, I love the way that she gets that speed up really to lay it down on that first turn and then goes straight into that second carving maneuver. You can just tell that freed up approach that she has in her surfing at the moment is just really coming into play out here in Maui. She's yet to win this event, so it would be great to see her kind of add that notch to her belt at the moment. And you can see, watch this bottom turn, just the foundation for this turn, and she just lays right into it. So Tyler Wright picking up where she left off in France. So good to see. Even though she's had that moment to celebrate and let it all soak in, she's just back to business again. I'm sure Glenn Hall, her coach, has been getting her ready for this event and this clash. Look at just the raw power that Tyler put into this. I love the way she gathers the speed, does that little check down turn, and then really just lays into it like you mentioned. There's no flatness to the surfboard there, so good carry through.
All right, a nice looking wave here for Brisa Hennessy, who is back in third position now and chasing a perfect 10-point ride to get into the lead. And she is fighting hard, unfortunately, just catching a rail, trying to ride out of that last move. An exceptional talent. And I'm always impressed when wildcards don't buckle under the pressure of performing on the big stage. That first turn was exceptional.
Definitely. That second turn just as aggressive, and then third, you can tell the urgency in her surfing, and I love that, just rising to that challenge. That's where it can get tricky at this place, as it comes through that cave section, then it really starts to stand up in the keiki bowl. The timing of that turn, I mean, it would have been perfect. It was really just, that millimeter of difference where that rail sunk in, and she just lost that momentum. So not for lack of trying on Brisa's part.
All right, 3.5 minutes to go. And Jessie Miley couldn't have pulled the trigger on getting competition underway any earlier or any later, really. We got the trials done in pretty decent conditions. Things are starting to warm up as the top seeds hit the lineup. Bianca Buitendag getting a very strong start here, a 6-point ride, Rosie.
Yeah, Bianca's showing some urgency in her surfing, that backhand approach, but then Tyler Wright taking off on this wave. You can tell why she is the new world champ, the 2016 world champ, just tearing the bag out of Honolulu Bay.
It's funny, isn't it? I wondered what her motivation levels would be like because, you know, just that steely focus throughout the season, but getting the job done, you thought, well, maybe, you know, she's just going to be kind of in party mode right up until Christmas. But she looks like she is super focused to shut this year out in style and on her way with a great performance here in the first round. In saying that, this heat isn't over just yet.
Yeah, an 8.0 for Tyler Wright, and just so good to see her ability to, you know, click in and out of that competitive zone. I think that's really what she's gained this year, that experience and all the wins. She can just click in and out of that competitive mindset and enjoy herself on the off time, but then as soon as it gets business time, she's able to switch it back on.
Well, we have a decent looking set wave here approaching Bianca, and she's going to swing. She needs an excellent score, near perfect, 9.33 to move into the lead. And this face, well, it serves her up some great potential for Bianca, but she got hung up in the wind there, and she goes down.
Yeah.
But this one is coming to a close, and it was a comfortable victory for Tyler Wright in the end, leaving her rivals chasing big numbers as the hooter sounds. Bianca was after a 9.33. Brisa needed a 9.76. They're not out of the contest though. They'll get the opportunity in round 2.